Lieutenant beam shot him a bunch with a 30 cal.
30 cal. Shot him a bunch with 30 cal.
He's probably dead.
Well, is he dead?
In half. And it kind of set on fire.
Okay.
They seem really dead.
There's
What are you guys
so
doing
much
the rest-
debris in the forest.
What are you doing the rest of the night? Anything?
They haven't bothered us here.
Lieutenant never comes back. Doctor never comes back.
That village is going to have a hard time.
The temple burns to the ground by morning. There's not much left but foundation.
Well, hey, at least I killed most of the handlers.
Okay. What do you guys want to do after that, the next day? What's the plan? Anything? We're going to wrap up here quickly in the next 10-15 minutes.
Burial? Our ceremonial burial?
You don't know what happened in that tunnel. You don't know what's going on down there.
We're
Oh,
waiting.
shit.
We're waiting for Chinese army to get us to.
You could just wait. There's the vinegar and stuff at the tannery. There might be some caustic stuff, but I doubt it's
Try to collapse.
It might have already collapsed.
If there's like we're basically waiting for the Chinese army to come here.
Navigator comes back next day too.
Oh.
He comes back to Mrs. Hand's house the next day.
Okay.
Hey guys, I was fine. Nothing happened to me.
But
I like that house.
basically they sent for a Chinese army to come pick us up and bring us to Chinese territory
Right.
so we can get home.
Yes, so you just go
Do we
wait.
know how
You can
long
wait.
that's going to be?
You have no idea.
Maybe a couple days. Maybe
Could be.
like, okay. I think we should just stay here.
Okay, you can.
Ceremonial burial for your
We
captain. Lieutenant.
Who?
Captain Lieutenant.
For who?
Lieutenant. Shorty.
Yeah, you're the
Can
one
we
that got in now.
Can we, with the Bell and the Americans, so can we like systematically like go something?
I think the doctor's
No rail, actually, probably.
that's pretty badass.
It says on my
I'm trying to think if they're going to show up again.
He's a first lieutenant.
Yeah, they don't show up again. No idea what happens to them.
He's a bomber, so you can't.
All right, so here's what happens. Here's the wrap up to this. Several dour, angry men show up from the Chinese army. They're not in uniform, but they're heavily armed. They none of them speak English, unfortunately. So you have the terrible chore of trying to help get communication.
Doctor's
going.
dead now.
Yes, the doctor never came back. They actually get some palanquins to help you travel, and they get the other four of you guys back into Chinese territory, and then from there to it's over 1,000 miles to Chongqing from here. You'll take most of it over land.
What are we telling these Chinese men, like, what actually happened, or are we just saying, like, they died?
Can you translate enough for that?
Probably not. They know you're Americans. You survived. They're just going to get you home. So it's going to take weeks to get even to Chongqing and to get from there planes back to America.
Plus, they probably know about the bombs like that. That probably would have been publicized.
Let's see.
They would have known it.
Give me a luck check, Ashton. You have low luck.
Never reason.
Nope. You guys run into a few places where there are Japanese soldiers. There are a couple close calls, but you guys actually do manage to make it back to the United States. Back in the U.S., you can receive medical and psychological attention. What do you want to tell them when you get back? What do you want to tell your American debriefers about the mission? What happened to the lieutenant, your commanding officer?
Lieutenant died in the crash.
In the crash, fair enough. Okay.
Nothing happens. I got burned in the crash.
Okay. Are you guys going to verify this story? Yep. Okay. We're going to assume the Navigator will as well. Yeah, you had weeks to do so.
I'm telling them this no.
We'll start with the
Good way to run out of
co-pilot.
the army.
Hey, what happens to you? What happens to your character after all this horrible, horrible things?
Me beyond the PTSD.
Yes. Like, do you fight in the war?
I fight.
Do you fight over
continue
China?
to fly.
Okay.
Man, I've seen this shit. I can deal with anything after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell stories about seeing some shit. It's like,
Okay.
you have no idea.
Okay. What's going to happen to the Navigator? We'll give you that choice.
He is.
He's gonna stay in the house forever.
He very much appreciates being in a dead-end town now.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
He
he's
always, and he always carries.
So
Did you leave him a bell? No,
No,
he
we
didn't
didn't
give
leave him
a
a
bell.
bell. We
Yeah,
carried
he
left
left
the
the
When
bell.
he gets home, he
He always
gets a
carries a
bell
bell.
and he brings it with him all the time.
Everywhere. Okay. No, yeah. Do you survive the war? Do you survive the war? You stay in the military, right? Okay. How about the Navigator? Does he survive the war?
Yeah, he was like, he was shook up. I'm thinking he got out and got back to flats. And
Okay,
never
so
left
as soon as
flats.
his enlistment was up, he's
Yeah.
like, I like this life now. The Bombardier, Collin. What happens to him after all this horrible stuff? Okay, do you fight out? Do you stay in the war? Or do you try to get out as soon as your enlistment's up? Okay, were you had neck injuries? You could play that up.
Yeah, it's discharge.
So you get a medical discharge? Is that what you're trying to do? Okay. How about Ashton?
The army is Danny's life, so he'll go back to being
He goes back to it with along
Maybe,
probably
yeah,
with
we're
him.
Steve.
Probably in the same crew actually. These two guys get out as soon as possible.
I'm the pilot.
These two guys are still in.
You got out as soon as possible, I'll have you know.
Yeah, we're protecting.
We're gonna be heroes of the little Chinese village.
During and after the war, there's a lot of newsreels and stuff like that about about Chinese. You all hear about one specific Chinese village called Sizu, which was apparently wiped out by the Japanese at some point because everybody in the village disappeared. They were all just gone.
Okay. I have a question, and you might not be able to answer it. Why were they all waving at us?
Who?
The
As we were,
Japanese.
as we were
Oh, Japanese? Because they thought you were Japanese aircraft. They're like,
That
yeah.
actually happened.
That did happen. That actually happened. Farmers and stuff. What they thought was, from what I read from 30 Seconds Over Tokyo, the American symbol for the Army Air Force back then had this red circle in the center. The Japanese rising sun on the sides of their aircraft was just a plain red circle.
Yeah, no, they saw us.
They saw the red circle and they assumed it was you guys were Japanese aircraft, just flying around because they probably are
And the
used to
response
that.
in Tokyo was not anywhere near what they expected.
Yeah, there was little or no anti-aircraft fire. There was almost no aircraft that actually got airborne and attacked the flyers. It was a total. We've gone with their pants down. That boat that they bombed, that they blew up, they were afraid was a patrol boat and had radioed ahead, and so they're like, go, 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 go. Nobody knew that they were coming. They could have
like a
actually
fishing boat or
waited
something.
until they launched when they were supposed to, but they didn't know, so they had to go early. Anyway, you guys hear about this village that was apparently wiped out by the Japanese? Everyone was just gone. No sign of violence or gunfire except for some scratch marks, or maybe the Chinese people there abandoned it. Who knows?
Croatoan.
Do what? Temple was burned down. But otherwise, you guys' bodies are never found.
So the guy that I
where's
killed
Jiangxi now?
was the...
He was a monk. He was part of the Taoist monk. When the Japanese wiped him out, he went crazy, ran away, went crazy, was racked with guilt, stumbled across this little hidden room with all these magic books, found a way to raise people up. Oh, yeah, I should do this. If you guys had dug up the one guy that you thought, the guy that died early on, his coffin was empty. He waited till they buried somebody. He raised him up as his Jiangxi, and then he was like, I'll build an army against the Japanese. So he would send his Jiangxi out to get more people to make more Jiangxi. But they would just go to the village, grab people in the village and kill them and bring them back. And in his maddened state, he didn't recognize any of the people from the village. So he continued to make more for his little army to fight against the Japanese, not realizing he was actually preying on the people he was trying to protect. Because he was nuts. He hit you with a spell that I was trying to get you with when you were ringing the bell. Because as soon as you went down, he was going to yell for them to come out. And you guys wouldn't have been ready. But I couldn't make the rolls. I could not make
I was
the
wondering
rolls.
how long it would take them to make the connection.
I made it. I thought about it.
I described them to you.
Yes, he did. He did describe him pretty well.
That's why
and it was the same guy.
See, that's why.
But then the guy immediately was just like, he's in there, he's in there. And everybody was all like, oh, that's another guy in Rhodes. Oh.
I made
I still check. I at least
I
check.
didn't want that at
But that's fine.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard that you
He was
whispered
crazy
something
sorcerer.
or whatever, or yelled, I was like, my character is now all over this.
Okay, so, is anybody interested in upping your character's levels or getting sanity back? Because you can if you want. You guys can keep these character sheets if you so desire.
Is there further from this? Like, I mean,
Everybody
I'm
gets
dead.
a point. You're dead. Everybody gets a point sanity for surviving. You get 1d8 for killing several of the Jiangxi. So roll d8. You get another d8 for killing some Xiang, who was the sorcerer, the guy who was causing all this to happen. So it's 2d8 plus 1. Is how many sanity you get back?
You're welcome for the XP.
I got back to what I started with.
I got about 10
You can level up your characters by.
I'm 10 points higher
If you
than I
want,
started.
if you want to roll on the things that you did successfully, you can roll. If you fail the check, it goes up by 1d10. You can do this, guys, if you want. It doesn't matter. I don't think it's super bad.
Yeah,
All right.
certainly not.
Comments, questions. What did you guys think? Did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun.
Okay.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that was his first time playing.
What was your first time
That was
playing?
my
Any
first time
role-playing game?
Not any.
Oh,
This
But
specifically.
Call of
like-
Cthulhu? Yeah. Yeah, it was a terrible idea to light that fucking gasoline on fire. After
Oh, I figured it
talking
was.
about it.
What was
If
a
you'd
better?
have-
I
if you'd
didn't.
have
What
lit
was a
it
better
immediately-
idea?
I asked him, I said,
If you
this
could have
goes
gotten it
off,
out on the
does that-
ground
does
and then
that
lit it like
door
that,
become a-
it would have created flames, but not the
Shotgun
explosion
blast?
necessarily.
Oh, I heard. I was like, I'm still gonna do it.
No, the best idea would probably to have been to have lit a cigarette, left it in the corridor, and ran like hell. And eventually the fumes would have reached the cigarette or
What you
something
can
and
do is
then
actually-
gone up.
You can actually take a cigarette, you put
Oh,
a
yeah.
match in the end.
It's from The Great Escape.
Yeah, well, I was before that, yeah. Yeah, and then eventually it'll burn down to the match, like the match on fire.
Right. So anything would have been better than standing. Well, I tried to give you guys a clue. It was like, there's overwhelming gasoline fumes, guys. It's almost
Oh
suffocating.
no, no, this
And
is
also, you
gonna be fun.
have smokers in the
And
party.
I think it was hilarious when he said, I'm going to stand about far enough back as I think I need to be.
know.
I'm like, that's never far enough back.
So
Oh no, I was taking this experience from when my uncle burned his eyebrows off.
Like,
yeah, this was a
I
lot.
burned my ankle hair that way.
This was a lot of gasoline in an relatively enclosed space,
You can even
with a
have
lot of
close.
fumes. With a lot of fumes.
That,
Yeah,
that was
we
why it
poured
exploded.
like
Yeah, the fumes was why it exploded.
tons of gas on this, like how it would.
Yeah. If you could have poured it
Oh, yeah.
and lit it almost immediately, you would have had more flames
So
than
what happened,
explosions.
I didn't even know there was gasoline. My sister poured gasoline on a
All right, hey, thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching. I'm watching.